Shine with Kendéll Lenice. Real talk for real people. Let's shine together.
Allow me to introduce myself. Thank you for shining with me first and foremost every week on Shine with Kendéll Lenice. I am a certified transformational life coach, speaker, author, as well as a certified financial coach. Each week I hope to elevate you, educate you, and entertain you with our various guests and various topics here on Shine with Kendéll Lenice. Thank you so much for tuning in. Don't forget to tell a friend. And now on to this week's show. Let me clear my throat. Hey everybody, welcome to Shine with me, Kendéll Lenice. I'm so glad that you came. I'm so glad that you're tuning in. If this is your first time tuning in to Shine, welcome, welcome, welcome. Thank you so much for joining me on this episode. I don't know how you got here. I'm just glad you did. If this is your first time listening, if you've never heard my voice or never heard of me, hopefully you will like the show and like what I have to say so much that you'll go back to all the other episodes and listen. Trust me, I talk about a lot of interesting things. As the intro said, I am a certified life coach and speaker and all of that good stuff, but I'm a woman, I'm a human being, so I like to have this show layered with a plethora of topics. So some of them are for adults, some of them are for everybody. Some of them are, we're laughing, we're crying, we're learning. It's about educating, elevating, and entertaining you. This is a life podcast, real talk for real people. I'm a real person, and I know you all are real people too. To all my loyal listeners, thank you so much. Someone said, I'm going back to listen to all your episodes, and I don't take that lightly. And I'm appreciative that you spend this 45 minutes with me. I'm going to up the show January 2020 to an hour, and I'm going to change a lot of things. I have some great things coming for you. In 2020, I'm going to make this a visual as well as an audio podcast. So you'll be able to see me possibly on YouTube or Facebook or Instagram, but you'll be able to hear me where all podcasts are played. The beautiful thing about podcasts, as I always say, is you can take me anywhere at any time. You can go back to listen to the shows 265 times if you like. You can listen from the gym, from the office, at home, sitting in your car waiting for folks, those people that you're waiting for that are late, or if you're dropping someone off or picking someone up or taking your kids here and there or taking your man or your woman here and there, and you're in the car and you want something to do with your time, or if you're exercising. I don't know about you, but I like to listen to podcasts and different things when I'm working out, or that's what I'll be when I'll be working out on the regular. And I'm not waiting until 2020 for a New Year's resolution. I'm starting again now. But it makes the time go faster when you're listening to great conversation. Sometimes you'll get just little old me, and sometimes I'll have amazing guests that you may and may not know. So hopefully you stick with me on this ride because I greatly appreciate it. I really, really do. All right. So today's episode is all about thank you next. What is thank you next? Everyone's like, is that the Ariana Grande song? Yeah, there is a song called Thank You Next, but we're not talking about next to our ex. We're talking about thank you next outside of Thanksgiving. You know what I'm saying? Because Thanksgiving, we're on the heels of Thanksgiving. So we're going to talk about that and a whole lot more and all the benefits to giving thanks. But before we go into the show, I want to start with this week's life note. Be right back. All right, it's time for this week's life note. All right, I hope you heard that bell. The volume was down just a bit, but it's time for this week's life note. This week's life note is, we make a living by what we get, but we make a life by what we give. Life note, we make a living by what we get, but we make a life by what we give. It's so good to receive, but it's better to give, y'all. That is the life note for today. I gave you a little twofer. I gave you one by an unknown quote, and the other one was by moi. All right, so I'm shining the spotlight on thanks. Thank you next. Thanks 365. I'm going to talk about the health benefits and a whole lot more. So, all right, on the heels of Thanksgiving, for all of you who celebrate the holiday, for the thanks part of it, not the history behind it, because trust me, pilgrims, natives, that's a whole other show that we can really get into. But we're talking about the give thanks side. That's what we're talking about right now on Shine. Through this time, people are cheery and happy and full from a great big old dinner with family and friends or both. Everyone goes around the table and gives thanks. They tell everybody why they're thankful. I'm thankful for this. I'm thankful for that. I'm giving thanks for this. I'm giving thanks for that. Some are extra nice. Their prayers get longer and more sincere. Everyone is so thankful. Social media posts are prompted and folks are excited about sharing their plates. Some better than others, you guys know. But what happens when this time of the year is over? What happens after? I'll tell you what happens after. Let's keep it real. We keep it real on Shine with Kendéll Lenice, so let's keep it real. People go back to their ungrateful selves, cussing folks out on the highway and giving people the finger as they steal their shopping carts or parking spaces. Well, I want to change all that. I want to promote thankfulness 365 days of the year. What y'all think? Y'all want to celebrate 365 days of the year? Is that what you want to do? Because I know that's what I want to do. That's what we're supposed to do, right? We are supposed to give thanks all the time. If we want to talk about it, if we want to receive things, then we first have to give thanks for what we're receiving, but we have to give thanks for what we're not receiving. And that's how you stay in the state of gratitude. So, as I was researching for this show, some of the research obviously is not necessary, but I like to give mine and what other folks say in this industry, because I can tell you all day long why you should give thanks, as I often do. But as I was researching, I wanted to see what lined up with me. What did the experts say? Are you an expert on giving thanks? So pardon me. That was that kombucha. I'm giving thanks for that kombucha. 5 ways being thankful is really good for you. So I'm going to talk about health benefits. I'm going to talk about the benefits that health gives for the brain, benefits of just being thankful and showing gratitude, because I'll often talk about gratitude, have a gratitude journal. But gratitude and thanks, of course, are the same thing. There are a lot of reasons why it's important to be thankful and to show gratitude, for good health, waking us up, our friends and our families. But again, I want to just stop that giving thanks for Thanksgiving and then going back to giving people the finger or cussing somebody out the next day, or maybe even after you finish your meal. Because I find it interesting that Black Friday shopping, LeniceBoutique.com will be available Thanksgiving night. that is my boutique, but we won't talk about that right now. I'm thankful for that. I'm thankful to God for giving me ideas and keeping my mind right and allowing me to flourish in ways a lot, protecting me. I thank God for pushing me when I can't push myself. I thank God for showing me the way in the darkness. I thank God for allowing me to see the light when I wake up throughout the day. I thank God for my right mind. I thank God for just giving me the ability to create content, to start businesses, to help folks, to motivate folks, because y'all know I go by the name of Lady Motivator, right? I just thank God for everything that he is doing for me and everything that he is holding for me and everything that I think I should get, but he's waiting to give it to me. I thank God for a new day. I thank God for my children, my husband, my family, my friends. I'm thankful 365 days of the year because I am able-bodied to get out here and get my grind on, because y'all know it's never too late to remix your life, right? So I'm just thankful for life. I'm thankful for what I don't have yet. How about that? Because I see it coming. So I'm thankful for God's protection, God's honesty. I'm thankful for the friends and family who love me, the friends and family who support me. Y'all out there, I'm thankful for you even listening to my podcast, because we're all shining together, right? Right. All right. So back to this here list. Showing thanks to others makes you feel good. That's number 1 of the 5 ways of being thankful. Just showing thanks to others make you feel good. So when you give to other people, doesn't it make you feel good? It makes you feel great, right? When you're giving to other people and you see their face when they open up their gift, or you hold the door open for them, or you help them, support them in their endeavors, that makes them feel good. So giving thanks sometimes is giving to other people. Just a simple thank you that you get from somebody. Thank you. Thank you for helping me out. Thank you for making my plate. Thank you, right? That makes you feel good when somebody says it, because we know it doesn't make you feel good when people take you for granted and don't say thank you. So it's the reverse. When somebody says, gives you something, or you give them something, I should say, and they say thank you, then that's a great thing, right? All right. Being thankful gives you confidence. When you are grateful for the things in life, there's nothing that you feel like you can't do. Being grateful is contagious, and others want to be thankful and grateful just like you. But it just gives you something, gives you some type of confidence. Your self-esteem is better when you're giving thanks, because he didn't have to do it, but he did. Think about it. Thankfulness makes you a more positive person. So if you're always looking on the bright side, people who are thankful and positive instead of being negative. So, you know, last week I did a show about when life gives you lemons, eat lemonade cookies. Y'all got to go back and check that episode out. But I talk about when people are going through trials and tribulations, and how you can still be positive and still be thankful. Check that out, you know. I think that was a good show, and I'm not just saying that because I did the show. We want to be thankful for the simple things like water, like air, like being above ground. That's a reason to be thankful. And so many people, it's all about perspective and what you're really looking at and what you're really seeing. Because I think if you really saw what you see, then it's easy to be thankful. You get what I'm saying? So that's what you need to do, is just be grateful and thankful for what you have, because you didn't have to have it, whatever it is. All right. So it just makes you happy. Number 5 is it just makes you happy. When you're happy, people around you are happy. Has anybody, ladies, have you heard when mama's happy, everybody's happy? So just being thankful helps you think more about other people's feelings. It's called empathy. You guys know what empathy is. Being thankful also helps you get through tough times and help you really see what you're made of. Being grateful and thankful and showing gratitude helps you keep your mind clear and keep your eyes on the prize. So I wrote a song and it's available anywhere you want to stream it. It is available. It's called It's You. It's sung beautifully by Queen P. And that's my love letter to God. So you guys listen to this song. If you like it, stream it for yourself. But it's just showing me or showing you, or well, it showed me, and that's why I wrote it. But just giving thanks, and it's my love letter to God. And just as I was stating earlier, just giving thanks. And when you think that you're going through a lot and you're dealing with a lot and you're still making it through, somebody's helping you make it through. That's all I'm saying. But I'm going to just take a break and play the song, and I'll be right back. God bless.
The one who knows my heart, I knew it from the start. When I'm lost, you're my tour guide, the only thing that's right. My candle in the dark, the one who lights the spark. You never keep the score, that's why I wanna praise you more. Why I stand here and say, with you, I'm not alone. With you, I have a home. When I'm hurt, you stop the pain. You love me through the rain. It's you who brings the sun. For me, you are the You're the reason I go on. You're the one who keeps me strong. You hold my hand when I am scared. It's you. Oh, it's you. It's you who makes me calm. You wrap me safely in your arms. It's you who unlocks my door. That's why I wanna praise you more. It's you. I stand here and say, with you, I'm not alone. I'm not alone. With you, I have a home. With you, I have a home. When I'm hurt, you stop the pain. Love me through the rain. Oh, it's you who brings the sun. You bring the sun. You are the That's why I bring to you this song, to tell the world about my love that you keep me safe. I wanna glorify your name. One thing I know for sure, it's you. With you, I'm not alone. I'm not alone. That's why I praise you more. It's you. Thank you, God.
All right, I am back. Did you hear that thank you, God, at the end? That was me. That was my voice. I wrote the song, It's You, sung by Queen P, but I didn't sing the song. I write the songs that make the whole world sing. And I also write the songs that give thanks. So if you any believers out there, you know, this is not a religious show or a spiritual show, but God is the center of my life, so you will hear me talk about God often, especially in shows like this. Now, I'm not talking about God, you know, when we're talking about some of the other things, but God is on the main line for me. But with this show, I got to talk about God, for me anyway. When I'm talking about giving thanks, I got to talk about friends and family. You know, I got to talk about our loved ones because, again, on the heels of Thanksgiving, everybody is talking about thanks. Thank you this, thank you that. What are you thankful for? What are you cooking for Thanksgiving? Who usually comes? Where do you go? Do you want to be around friends and family? Do you want to cook? Do you want to go out? Because personally, I've been going to my dad's house for over 20 years for Thanksgiving. Haven't been there in the last couple of years for a lot of different, you know, reasons. So I cooked last year. Spent a whole bunch of money. Y'all know how that is. And food is expensive. And you're cooking all this food all day long. I was cooking everything. We had everything. Now, I'm a pescatarian, so I don't eat turkey. I don't eat chicken. I don't eat beef. I eat seafood. So I fried me some fish. And I think I made, I don't know, did I make a turkey or a Cornish hen? So, you know, I did that and then everything else. So, you know, not doing, you know, I think we're going out this year because it costs the same amount or less than buying all that food. But I am making some pies, sweet potato pie, I think a peach cobbler, just cause, yeah. But this is a day, to me, it's not about the history. See, when we get into the history of Thanksgiving, again, that's a whole other show. You know, when you think about that part, it's like, that's why I focus on just the giving thanks. Hey, if we can have a day where people are thankful and typically they aren't thankful, I'll take it. And then we have to deal with the history part of it and teach and learn about what went down and what happened. But if this is a time where you can give thanks and you normally are ungrateful all throughout the year, then I'll take it. Or if you're thankful all throughout the year and this is just an extension of who you are and what you do, even better. But some folks start off thankful for that day, and then they go into the malls or the stores for Black Friday and they act a pure fool. They forgot all that thankful kumbaya, gratitude, woosah, namaste, all of that. They forgot all of that the night of Black Friday. People are getting mauled over by carts, and people are getting kicked and clipped. People are getting things snatched out of their hands. Babies are crying. You know, kids are flying. We like to be in the mix of Black Friday, my daughters and I, just to be in the mix. Not even buying anything, just to be in the mix, just to know that we can be in the mall at 1 o'clock in the morning, or, you know, we're just there for the fun foolishness of it all, you know, not the violent side or, you know, people spending money that they don't have. But that's a whole other show, because why? y'all know I'm a certified financial coach as well. So not on that, but just to be in the mix and just because we can. It's our little tradition. And then one daughter wants to go to the movies to see Queen and Slim. And then the other one, she's not sure. So I don't know what we are going to do. But that's our little tradition. And then when I got married, he hasn't been out with us yet during that time. Because y'all know, only been married since, or remarried since last year, 2018. So I give thanks for that too, and the lessons that come with that, and the learning that comes with that, and the compromise that comes with that, and everything else that comes with marriage. And you married people know exactly what I'm talking about. And like the comedian David Arnold says, marriage ain't for the weak. No, ma'am, sir, it's not. But you got to give thanks for the lessons and the blessings in all things. All right. So let's talk about the scientifically proven benefits of gratitude. And sidebar, if you want to hear about how my husband and I met, we did a 3-part series. Just keep going back episodes, allowing God to choose your mate. So go back. And he and I both did that show together, and a few shows he's sitting on as well. All right. So 7 scientifically proven benefits of gratitude, being thankful, being grateful. So gratitude and giving thanks opens the door to more relationships. What does that mean? So studies show in 2014 that thanking a new acquaintance makes them more likely to seek an ongoing relationship. So whether you thank a stranger for holding the door or send a thank you note to a colleague who helped you out, acknowledging other people's contributions can lead to new opportunities. Now, this is straight from Psychology Today. So these are scientifically proven benefits of just being thankful and showing gratitude. Also from Psychology Today, gratitude improves physical health. Grateful people experience fewer aches and pains and report feeling healthier than other people, according to a study in 2012 published in Personality and Individual Differences. Not surprisingly, grateful people are also more likely to take care of their health, like I was talking about earlier, because you're grateful that you can move your limbs, that you can see, that you can think clearly. Grateful people exercise more often than regular people, and they have more checkups, and they care about their health, and which contributes to further longevity. Psychology Today also says that gratitude improves psychological health. Gratitude reduces a multitude of toxic emotions, from envy and resentment to frustration and regret. The researchers say that studies are linked between gratitude and well-being. Research confirms that gratitude effectively increases happiness and reduces depression. For all of you soldiers out there battling depression, I've done episodes about mental wellness as well. Check back. I've done several shows about that, and also shows about checking on your strong friends, because we want everybody to win. This show is all about shining together. Grateful people also sleep better. Writing in a gratitude journal improves sleep, according to a study done in 2011, published in Applied Psychology, Health and Well-Being. Spend just 15 minutes jotting down a few grateful sentiments before bed, and you will sleep better and longer. I actually have a gratitude journal. I don't journal in there every night, but I journal in there often. And I have a journal and a workbook coming out in 2020 also to kind of just push this further. My journey of personal peace. So it's a lot of great exercises in there. I'm an advocate for jotting it down and looking at it and seeing it. And when you see something, it becomes real. So even your gratitude can become real just by reading it. All right. Gratitude also improves self-esteem. A study in 2014 published in the Journal of Applied Sports Psychology found that gratitude increases an athlete's self-esteem and essentially optimal performance. Other studies have shown that gratitude reduces social comparisons rather than becoming resentful towards people who have more money, better jobs, all the stuff you wish you had. A major factor in reduced self-esteem. Grateful people are able to appreciate the others' accomplishments. So you appreciate other people's accomplishments, and it improves your self-esteem, when you are grateful and just thankful for your own life. Because I'm gonna try to tell you, there are so many people who look at other people's lives, right? And say, I wish I had this. I wish that was me. I wish I had their job, their man or woman. I wish I had their background. I wish I had their parents. I wish I had. Instead of celebrating what you do have. Because let me tell you, there are a lot of folks out there that wish they had an inkling, a little smidget of what you have. And when you're more grateful and appreciative and thankful for what you have, God will bless you with a whole lot more. But, I always say, if you got a raggedy car and every time you look at that car, you're like, oh, this car is raggedy. First, somebody at the bus stop is like, ooh, I wish I had that car. Secondly, God is not going to bless you or grant you anything else until you're grateful for the things that you have. So that hoopty, that raggedy car can turn into a Benz. It can turn into a Maserati. It can turn into a BMW, a Lexus, whatever you find attractive, a Bentley. It can turn into all of that. But you first have to be grateful for what you have. So with your raggedy car, people at the bus stop see you going by and say, I wish I had that raggedy car. So stop looking up and look out and see what other people are going through. All right. So back to psychology today. So gratitude increases mental strength. For years, research has shown that gratitude not only reduces stress, but it may also play a role in overcoming trauma. A 2006 study published in Behavior Research and Therapy found that Vietnam War veterans with higher levels of gratitude experience lower rates of post-traumatic stress disorder, PTSD. Had a show about that too. A 2003 study published in Journal of Personality and Social Psychology found that gratitude was a major contributor to resilience following the terrorist attacks of 9/11. So recognizing all that you have to be thankful for, even through the worst times, fosters resilience. I'm going to say that again. Recognizing all that you have to be thankful for, even during the worst times, fosters resilience. You don't know your strength until you have to deal with something and have to go through something, right? So you got to give thanks along the way. And you got to thank you in advance. Thank you next. And when I say thank you next, what I mean is, okay, Thanksgiving is over. So next, what are you going to do? How are you going to act? What are you going to be grateful for? What are you going to be thankful for? What are you going to do next after that Thursday, that third Thursday of November is over? Will you continue to be grateful and thankful? And will you just say thank you? Let me take a minute right now and talk about just saying thank you. When somebody holds the door open for you, do you just walk right through it and go handle your business, or you're on the phone, or you're texting, or you're talking, or you're thinking about what you're going to make to eat, or what you're going to do, that you forgot to say those 2 words? They're simple. Thank you. I've seen it time and time again where someone holds the door open for somebody and they walk right through and don't say anything. So I was getting my oil change. Actually, my daughter was getting her oil change one day, and it was crowded in the little waiting area. So there was a lovely gentleman sitting down. An older woman came in the door, right? There were no seats. So this gentleman gets up and does like every great gentleman does, gave this older lady, when I say older, not too old, maybe in her 60s, gave her his seat. Don't you know she sat her buttocks right in that seat and didn't even say thank you? I was steaming. I was like, see, that makes it bad for those doing the right thing. So fellas, continue to do the right thing. Even if some ungrateful women don't say thank you, continue to do the right thing. But I was so upset, and me being me, I wanted to say, you need to say thank you to that gentleman. You know, if I had the time, I would have. Because he gave up his seat and she just sat her butt there like, I'm a queen. I know I need a seat. And yes, lady, you are. But you still got to say thank you. Like, it's simple. Say thank you to the people. So make sure if somebody does something for you in advance or after, make sure you say thank you. Those 2 words go a long way. So before we end, I want to talk about how gratitude changes your brain. Did you know that gratitude changes your brain? Do you know what I mean by that? I'm going to take a quick break. When I say quick, I mean quick. And I'm going to talk about how gratitude changes you and your brain. Be right back. Thank you for shining with me, Kendéll Lenice. If you're here for the very first time, thank you for tuning in. Please subscribe to the show and don't forget to tell your friends and family about Shine. We'll be right back. See, told you that was quick. Couple of seconds. All right. So how gratitude changes you and your brain. For those that don't know me, I love research and I love to see, and it just helps me as a life coach. It helps me as a speaker, as a human being, just to back up what I believe and what I say and maybe hear something different. You never know. But gratitude unshackles us from toxic emotions. So we compared the percentage of positive emotion words to negative emotion words, right? And people who are more positive and use emotion words more, or we words in their gratitude letters, had better mental health. So it's important to just use we, us, togetherness, positive words, showing gratitude. We're all in this together. Like that song from High School Musical, and you parents know what I'm talking about. Or you young kids listening know what I'm talking about. My kids, we're all in this together. From High School Musical. Oh, goodness gracious. I've probably seen that movie too many times to count. So if you know what I'm talking about, you know what I'm talking about. So gratitude helps even if you don't share it. So even if you don't share gratitude and you don't say, I'm thankful, I'm happy, and you don't share it with other people, it still counts. Hopefully you can begin to share it with other people and you can say that I'm gracious and I'm thankful. But even if you just put it down on a piece of paper, it'll make you feel good. I just wanted to read something to you. Gratitude has a lasting effect on the brain. And this is from Berkeley, the Higher Institute, Berkeley. And is it a university or college? Berkeley University, I believe. I'm almost positive. But about this, listen to this. I'm trying to see if I have time to read it all. I'll read some of it. So about 3 months after psychotherapy sessions began, this is from Berkeley, we took some of the people who wrote gratitude letters and compared them with those who didn't do any writing. We wanted to know if their brains were processing information differently. We used an MRI scanner to measure the brain activity, while people from each group did a pay it forward task. In that task, the individuals were regularly giving a small amount of money by a nice person called the benefactor. This benefactor only asked that they pass the money on to someone if they felt grateful. Our participants then decided how much of the money, if any, to pass on to a worthy cause. And we did, in fact, donate that money to a local charity. We wanted to distinguish donations motivated by gratitude from donations driven by other motivations like feelings of guilt or obligation. So we asked the participants to rate how grateful they felt towards the benefactor and how much they wanted to help each charitable cause, as well as how guilty they would feel if they didn't help. We also gave them a questionnaire to measure how grateful they are in their lives in general. We found that across the participants, when people felt more grateful, their brain activity was distinct from brain activity related to guilt and desire to help a cause. More specifically, we found that what people who are generally more grateful gave more money to the cause. They showed greater neural sensitivity in the medial prefrontal cortex of the brain area associated with learning and making decisions. This suggests that people who are more grateful are also more attentive to how they express gratitude. More interestingly, when we compared those who wrote the gratitude letters with those who didn't, the gratitude letter writer showed greater activation in the medial prefrontal cortex when they experienced gratitude in the MRI scanner. This is striking, as this effect was found 3 months after the letter writing began. This indicates that simple gratitude and expressing gratitude may have lasting effects on the brain. This indicates that simply expressing gratitude may have lasting episodes in the brain. Sorry about that. While not conclusive, this finding suggests that practicing gratitude may help train the brain to be more sensitive to the experience of gratitude down the line. And this could contribute to improved mental health over time. So, though these are just the first steps in what should be a longer research journey, our research so far not only suggests that writing gratitude letters may be helpful for people seeking counseling services, but also explains what's behind gratitude psychological benefits. At the time when many mental health professionals are feeling crunched, we hope that this research can point them and their clients towards an effective and beneficial tool. Regardless of whether you're facing serious psychological challenges, if you have never written a gratitude letter before, we encourage you to try. Much of our time and energy is spent pursuing things we currently don't have. Gratitude reserves our priorities to help us appreciate the people and things we do. Deep, right? Deep. They have on the picture, they have a man hooked up to an MRI machine. So it's scientifically proven that just showing gratitude and giving thanks can help your overall mental health and stability. And also it can make you feel good. As I stated earlier, it can make you feel happy. And when you think about the things that you do have and not really focus on the things you don't have, I think you would be happier and you would make other people happier, because happy people make other people happy. Miserable people make them miserable. Misery likes company. Well, let's try to say happy people like happy people. And let's make this world a better place. Kumbaya. No, I truly feel that. But thank you so much guys, for tuning in. Thank you. Next, what are you going to do next to be thankful and to show gratitude and give thanks? Let's not just do it during the Thanksgiving season. Let's do it all year round. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in to Shine with Kendéll Lenice. Remember, you are a star, so don't allow anyone to dim your shine. Until next time, God bless.
Shine with Kendéll Lenice. Real talk for real people. Let's shine together.